students, welcome back to this learning session and I am Yogita. Our subject is psychiatry nursing and today we are going to study about depression. See, depression means where the patient feel very low, very sad and feel of hopelessness and worthlessness. You can, by seeing the face and you can make out this person is very sad. Now, what do you mean by depression? Now, depression is a condition or disorder characterized by full or partial depressive symptoms, and person is having a loss of pleasure in his day-to-day activity that will lead disturbance in his family life, social and occupational functioning. So now you understood what is depression, where in simple way that person is always feel very sad, always feel with the always being with the low feelings. Okay, now what is the classification of depression? Now we can see here depressive episode, mild depressive episode, moderate depressive episode, severe depressive episode without psychotic symptom, severe depression like depressive episode with the psychotic symptom, and other depressive episode which is unspecified, and recurrent depressive episode. So this is the classification of depression. Now, how the patient develop depression? Etiology. Now, if you see the psychoanalytic factor theories, it says that a poor parent-child relationship where they don't have much love and affection, no good bonding relation in a family, and child may be a rejected child. This factor may leads to depression. Cognitive theory says that where the child or the any individual having that wrong perception, wrong thinking pattern where he feel that he is good for nothing. Now this also may develop these factors where they are not able to have a proper cognition. And behavioral theory says that the way individual behave, interact with his environment. Something happens, then everyone take all the time in negative way. Now individual, for example, they wanted to do something good. They wanted to write one exam. When they're going for the exam, all of a sudden they forgot to take their hall ticket. It's not a big deal. You can meet your teacher there in the examination hall outside. You can meet your teacher, approach someone. You'll get a copy of your examination card. You can write the exam, but immediately what they feel, I didn't brought the hall ticket, and that means I will fail in this exam. So they decided. So this is the way that having a faulty thinking pattern, or this is the way they are having how they will behave with their in environmental situation that may leads. Now they are having this learning theories. Now learning theory says that they learned individual had n number of failures in their life, and they learned that as I am good for nothing, then that feeling will develop so strongly that person will think negative. He will have a negative self evaluation. Okay, and when we see these family factors, now in family only they are having disturbed family, or family with the poor background, poor socio-economic cause maybe, or family with the poor healthy relationship, that may be the cause. And biochemical factor where decreased level of norepinephrine and serotonin hormones, that may be the reason. And what are the other factors, like the way they will think and act, their personal experience, what experience they had in life, like some loss, death of any loved person, like death of spouse, loss of business, some social factors like they had a very good job and all of a sudden they lost the job. They were in a good state of their life, good economic condition, they will become bankrupt, no money. From bigger colony to they came to beggar colony now. See, these all are the factors where they are not able to face, they are not able to make their appropriate use of ego defense mechanism. Chances are there that person may become very sad and depressed. See, definitely we all feel sad. Even if I fail in exam, definitely I feel sad. That means this sad feeling is not permanent. It will come up. We are able to cope with these sad feelings and we are able to come up. That means we are able to come back to this normal life. But definitely we can see some people who are not able to cope with all these emotional factors. then chances are more in such patients, such people, that they will develop depression. Okay, so this is how they will develop depression. Now I wanted to tell you how you will diagnose. How you will diagnose? Definitely a detailed history collection of that patient. So we will have that detailed history of that patient. Yes, any loss, any business loss, any bankrupt, any death. So we will have all this. Then we'll understand, yes, so and so factors will interfering with this patient. Detailed history collection, physical examination, mental stress examination, or any anxiety or depression scale we can use to assess the factor, and definitely based on ICD-10 criteria. Now, if you want to go with ICD-10 criteria, definitely we must know the clinical feature of patient with depression. Now, what is the clinical feature of patient with depression? Now, if you see with the mood, their mood will be very low. They always sad feelings. They are look very low, very poor self-evaluation. If you see the speech is very poor, poverty in their speech, no production of ideas, no volume or tone in their speech, and definitely some patient will have a symptom of suicidal ideation. They want to kill themselves. Yes, suicide means killing oneself and murder means killing others. Okay. Now, suicidal ideation, poor thinking pattern, and 1 minute, let me check what are the other features. Yes, definitely they will have a psychomotor activity features. Psychomotor features like poor performance at work. They are not much interested in their environment. Poor performance at their workplace. Poor personal hygiene. They are not interested to, or they feel very sad. They are not much eager to do their daily activity, daily routine work, and depressed cognition, where they are having a feeling of hopelessness and helplessness, worthlessness. When you have this feeling, definitely you are suffering with depression. Also, we can see some psychotic features, that they are having a feature of delusion and hallucination. Now, delusion means it's a false, unshakable ideas, and hallucination means where you are perceiving the things in absence of stimulus. Okay, so these all are the feature of patient with depression. Also, if you see their sleeping pattern, their sleeping pattern will be reduced. They will be having a very less sleep. Insomnia we can notice, and also poor nutritional status, because they are not interested in intake of food. Poor intake of food, poor personal hygiene, poor attention and concentration, poor judgment, as well as difficulty in thinking and concentration. It will also interfere with their memory. Okay, what else? Yes, almost all these conditions, all these symptoms we can see with the patient when they are suffering with depression. Okay, now how we can treat? Now, first we can give anti-depression medications. We are having a lot of anti-depression medication. So, a major category of anti-depression medication what we can give is SSRI, like selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors can be given, or else we can give monoamine oxidase inhibitors, tricyclic antidepressants. So, lot of medication comes under this. So, that medication can be prescribed, antidepressant medication. But along with that, it's very important we will go with some somatic treatment, like we will give ECT, electroconvulsive therapy, which may be really useful to treat the patient with a depressive episode. One more somatic treatment what we can give is light therapy, like we will expose the patient into a bright light for the certain duration of a day, certain hours, will expose them to under that certain light. This is called light therapy. So that will help the patient to improve their mood. And apart from that, we can give a lot of psychotherapy to the patient. We will provide individual psychotherapy, supportive psychotherapy, recreation therapy. We will provide family therapy, marital therapy. So all these therapies will help the patient to boost themselves. Even a family also play a very important role when you handle the patient with depression. It's not that easy to handle the patient with depression, because everywhere they find low, every situation they try to pick the negative things, definitely person who is standing with them, no, they also will become like that finally. So it's always important to take care of that family also who has got one patient in their family who is suffering with the depression. So these all are the ways how we can manage the patient. Now always we will think about nursing intervention. Now here we need to have a detailed history collection of a patient, assess the patient. Now definitely because of depression they will have a negative thought, negative idea, suicidal ideation. So patient may commit suicide. So you have to as a nurse we should have a close observation of a patient so that patient may not commit any kind of suicide or any wrongdoing in the ward. Provide calm and quiet environment, a safe environment, so that patient will not harm himself and harm others, as well as don't leave the patient alone at any time. Always be with the patient, talk to a patient, communicate with the patient, encourage the patient to express their feeling and emotions. So all the strong hidden feeling has to be bring out, verbalized. Now to get that, it's very important that a nurse will have a trustworthy relationship with the patient. We should establish a nurse patient therapeutic relationship, and also encourage the patient to take part in group activities, plan an activity for a day, maintain a diary, and you mention everything what are the level of activity in that patient. And when you plan the activity, always understand the potential level of a patient, then you plan, because you may give a very tough task to the patient and patient is not able to perform well in the task, definitely again patient may feel low. That's the reason as a nurse we will plan the activity according to a patient level of understanding. Also inform the family members regarding the follow-up, rehabilitation, and which community center they can find the health services, as well as what else, also explain about the potential side effects of a drug, because long term they're taking this medication, definitely there will be a side effect. Or else in case if they develop any side effects, immediately stop the medication and bring that to the notice of doctor, treating doctor, so that we can protect the patient from getting into a worse condition. So these all are the ways how we can deal with the patient with depression. I hope it's clear to you all. Any doubt, please leave it in the comment box. I'll see you in next class. Take care of yourself, and thank you to all.